Yo, what is up YouTube? What's up PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, back with another video, here to give you guys greatness once again, which is the PlayStation Nation, which is the PlayStation 4 and that newly PlayStation 5. I've been having a grandiose time with my PlayStation 5, man. Super fun consoles, a real next gen leap when it comes to these consoles that are out here. But in this video, I just want to give like a visual UI/UX tour of the console, and also I will be going through some settings to help people out as far as when it comes to, you know, the issues that's going on with a lot of people in PS5. I've been getting a lot of DMs and you know, messages from people where I put up a video letting people know, like, here's my PS5, and here I'm logging on and I'm booting up from rest mode and I have no issue. Where some people, they're having issues booting up from rest mode, or don't want to put it on rest mode because they had the fear of it not booting back up. A lot of people saying that they have an issue as far as their devices are not charging, like the controller or their headphones are not charging when the console is in rest mode. People again issues as far as the console just going into rest mode just randomly or shutting off. I'm going to help you guys out as far as all those, you know, little issues, more so self-inflicted. As you see when I go over it, you would definitely see that, wow, this is an easy fix when it comes to a lot of these things. But before we get into that, just want to show a quick, you know, UI UX tour of the PlayStation 5 and how good this thing is. Okay, so at first you're prompted to the Explore, where you can just look at certain things, you know, check out photo mode, share factor. This pretty much giving you information as far as what's going on in PlayStation, what's going on in PS5, you know, people broadcasting and stuff. It's not only just showing your friends that's broadcasting, but it's just showing the games that you follow as far as people that's broadcasting, large, small, whoever it is, right? And then here, you know, the games. One cool thing about with a PS5 is that you have the option to follow or unfollow a game. So most likely, if you're following a game, the videos is going to be popping up in here as far as here it said popular games you follow. So, you know, I think randomly, matter of fact, when whatever game it is gonna enable that you following it right from the start. But you can just unclick it. Like if I wanted to unfollow Spider-Man, right, I will go here to the options and just unfollow. But I obviously don't want to unfollow Spider-Man, right? But it's just cool that you can, you know, follow and unfollow any game that you want to do. So yeah, that's pretty much the Explorer. It's just a news hub, you know, get your information from there. Also, you know, you have that area in the PlayStation 5 app where you can you know, go to the Explore tab, and it actually gives you the blog articles. I kind of hope that they do that here with the PS5, because that would be dope. You know, following the blog, the PlayStation blog, right from your PS5. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna show off the store real quick. As far as you're gonna see, this store is pretty fast. Welcome to the next gen. You know the vibes. You know what it is, man. So you get brief what must see here. You can easily click into anything. You see how quick that is. New games, can click into new games, because now the store is integrated within the system itself. It's no longer just an app. It is fully integrated within the system. You can just go and look how quick that thing is going to pop up. And I kind of like the little thumbnails that they have for these games. You know what I mean? It catches your eye. It looks really good in like 4K and HDR. Currently, I'm not on 4K HDR. I'm on my monitor right now. So you're just going to see like a 1080p 60 frames per second you know, visual with this video that you're seeing here. But yeah, look at that. Very cool, and how they display these games, man. I like these thumbnails. Easy go into the game, what's hot. This is just miles upon miles better than the PS4 or any store that we had on any PlayStation console, because this thing is just integrated in. As you can see, they're teasing little Horizon Zero Dawn, Ratchet and Clank, Deathloop is now on pre-order, Returnal, Final Fantasy, And also you can view the trailers and stuff like that from there too. You can view this real quick. And it's fast. This thing is fast, guys. Just let you know it's fast, man. This thing is fast. As you can see right there, we're not going to play the whole video, but as you can see, it's there. You know what I mean? Screenshots, you can always look at the screenshots, you know, on PlayStation. That's always been a thing. It goes Clive right there. Just super clean, man. As this store, much needed to integrate this thing here, expand your games, you know, just super clean. And you can also go into your collections here. You can go into your subscription, let you know your PlayStation Plus games and all that, and then you have browse where you can just search for everything. You also have PS Now down here as well. We see PS Now, you have that down here as well. And yeah, that's the store, simply integrated within the PS5, and it's super fast, as you guys can see. But let's mosey on down here. Here is the media gallery, which is really cool. I love the share functionality with the PS5. It's just super snappy. Even it's something that would take like an extra step, you don't mind it because it's way faster than that one step you would do on a PS4. You know what I mean? Like here, if you want to share this real quick, we can you know, the share it real quick. There's multiple ways onto sharing something where I can click here just to share, right? Go to Twitter, click on to go to Twitter. If I want to share multiple pictures, I can just do that. Click that, share that to Twitter. If you want to make a comment, look how super snappy making the comments are. You know, keep it moving, and that's done. It's shared. You know, it's gone. And then you have other clips that you can view, your videos. You also can record in 4K as well. But you know, I'll show that next time with my 4K 60s Elgato capture. I just haven't set that thing up yet as far as anything. But here's some cool pictures from Miles Morales. Also got some stuff from Astrobot here. I want to show you one of my favorite pics here. Look at that. Look at that. You can add it to your favorites. You can edit it as far as, like, you know, cropping it and adding the text as well. It's just super clean stuff here when it comes to the media gallery and the share functionality. And also you have these tabs where you just, you know, press L1 or R1 and you go to your favorites. You have your trophies. You can pretty much set your trophies to capture a screenshot and video, but I have that turned off just due to the fact that, you know, I want, you know, memory is sparse around here. You know what I mean? So I have that turned off. And then you have your albums as far as the games that you took screenshots in. So far I only really played like 3 games, which, you know, I told you guys these were going to be my first 3 games I'm going to play. And then which is really cool here is that when you go to all, so you can sort it, right? You can sort it by media, video clips, and screenshot. You can sort it by date or size, but also you can go over here, and if you want to just multiple, you know, click on everything, you know, you can just do that here, you know, and from here you can like click it and you can go to share or whatever you want to do from there. Copy the USB. You can do all that stuff here. You can pretty much select all right here and just copy that to the USB if you choose to do so. But really cool, really snappy. That is the media gallery. Here are the game tabs. I'm a themes fan and I'm a folders fan, but the way how the PS5 is designed, it just makes everything so quick and snappy. Where as much as I like, you know, folders, as much as I like, you know, the themes, you also getting that here, which in each game, and you also get that little music that is playing right there, you know, which is fire, which is really cool. That, you know, you have, this is pretty much the dynamic menu, but just supercharged. So now you have your game thumbnail, your game tab right here. You click down, you can go to play, or you click this option area here where you can unfollow, you can view the product, you know. You can also download the PS4 version if you choose to do so. But I don't know if you would do that here. You can check out your activities, you know, your trophies, how much you have left on this main mission. 10 minutes left. I'm gonna go into that a little bit more as well. And here are the trophies that, you know, haven't unlocked yet, but you can pretty much track all these trophies. You get your official news here, and then you have trending broadcasts, which is cool if you just want to catch somebody's stream. Like, oh look, I can watch this stream real quick. You can catch all of that there. So that's the game hub right there, and also it shows you your progression with your trophies, which is cool right there from the tab. Which you also had that in your, like, you had that in the PS4. The PS4 broke it down in like subsections, like overall. Then you had like your friends. Then you had like you go down to like your broadcast and all that stuff. But this one just makes it a little bit more simpler. You know, a lot of people say they have the issue with the whole horizontal trophy thing. I don't really have an issue with that because look how fast that is. Look how fast it is. I don't have an issue with that at all. You know, I love the aesthetic as far as the horizontal. The vertical was cool, but it was just a plain little line. You know what I mean? It looked boring. You know, it's functional, but it was boring. But here you get the aesthetic, you get that little pizzazz, the vibe. You know what I mean? Like you get that nice little tile, horizontal tile here, and when it trophy unlocks, it's going to look much better than that. But you also get the speed of the PlayStation 5 as well. And each game has that there. So if you want to, you know, here's Astrobot. Look at activities. You can simply just jump into that as well. So that's one of the cool things with this game. I'm gonna show that off real quick as well. Tracking as far as people's broadcasting, official news. So here in Astrobot, right, you can just simply like load up into something. You can just simply load into an activity with the PS5. You can easily load the game up quickly right here. But say you want to go, say you was doing like a side mission, or you were in a stage and you want to complete that stage. You can just go right here from the game hub, right? So I just want to go into the PlayStation Labo. Boom. It's going to load up and it's going to take me right there where I need to go. Instantly. Look at that. Instantly. Matter of seconds. And I'm already here, guys. I'm already here within, you know, Astrobot. Really, really cool stuff here that you can do. And then I'm going to show you the game. I'm going to show the control center from here. So if you press the PlayStation button, you're going to pop up the control center, which lets you do a number of things. So right from the game, the dynamic view from the PlayStation 5 game, the game hub, you're also going to get that here within the control center, where you have your cards here, your activities, right? You also will see other things in there as well, as far as Spider-Man, you know, new screenshots. You see that stuff here, but it's you have to scroll over, but it's so fast. You know what I mean? It's super fast. And then from here, when you press the PlayStation button, you have your control center here, pretty much your XMB that you can choose from. You can go to the home, you can go to switcher, notifications, game base, broadcast, sound, mic, accessories, and your profile here. So it makes it so simple to get to what you need to get to on the PlayStation 5. So if you want to go home, boom, you can just go home. You know, going back into the game. If you want to just go to the switcher real quick, I'll show you guys that. 1 second as I look at this text message. All right, so here we're going to go right into the switcher area, right? So we're going to press the switcher, and then you have Astrobot that's right here, and you have Spider-Man, Godfall, the recent games. So your recent games is going to be in this section here, and your active game, and then your recent media apps. I was using this on the PlayStation 4, but it somehow pulled that. My most recent PlayStation 4 apps is here on my on the PS5. I haven't really used an app like that yet. And the cool thing, if I want to go into Spider-Man, I can just switch over and play, and we're gonna go into Spider-Man. It's pretty much that simple to go back and forth within the game. You know what I mean? It's that quick, right there, ready. Can start it up, continue, and we're gonna be right where I left off at in Spider-Man, which As you can see, super fast. Little spoiler right there when it comes to you know, when it comes to the costume there. But regardless of the fact, we are here back into the control center, and then you have your activities. We're back here, and we're gonna rock out here, and I'm gonna show you how to close out a game. So to close out a game, you have multiple ways to close out a game. You can pretty much go home, right? You can go home, you know, press the option button on the game and close it out. But I'm gonna show you another way that you can close it out through the switcher. So on the switcher, you just pretty much select the game that you're active, and then you can go close game, and the game is gonna get closed out. But you have multiple ways to close out a game, you know, through the PlayStation 5. You can go home and close it out, like pressing the option button here, you know what I mean, and doing what you need to do, or, you know, go to the switcher and close it out right there. So yeah, this is pretty much the dynamic menu just on steroids here, Godfall. And I like the fact that every game has its own individual music and theme. It's really dope out here, man. It's really dope. Here's, you know, a backwards compatible game. As you guys can see, this is Ghost of Tsushima. I don't have it installed on my system, but I have it installed on my external HDD, which I know it scares a lot of people. I'm going to show you guys the settings that you need to have so you won't have any issues. Currently, I have my dongle for my headset and my external HDD in the back of the USBs on my PS5, and I've had that since day one. Never took it out, no issues. Call of Duty here. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's pretty simple as far as navigating the UI. It's super fast, it's super clean, right? Here they want me to download, but this is the PS4 version. One thing you got to check as well, when you're upgrading these games from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, automatically the PlayStation 4 version is going to be shown on the PS5. What you have to do is that you just got to press the option. You can press option, you can go to game version, and then you just click on the PS5, and there you go. You will have that version of the game. So I purposely did that just to show you guys that. But as you can see, it's super fast. It knows what version that you want. But here's Devil May Cry, the path list, and then what is really cool is that the game library, really cool, really smart. Also, you still have those nice, you know, thumbnails and all that stuff to be, you know, shown as far as what games is in your collection. So I like how they display this. I like how they organize this. Very clean. So you have all your games here. This is pretty much all the games that you have on PlayStation, right? You can organize them by clicking on the sort to the left, sort by most recent, purchase, all that stuff. I like to do most recent. However you guys like to do it, you can do it that way. Also, you can choose your platform. So if you just want to, you know, show PS5 games, boom, just show my PS5 games. You know, just show the PS5 versions, and we're set. This is all the PS5 games. If you wanted to show your PlayStation 4 games, then here you go. As you guys can see, PlayStation 4 is hooked up to my PlayStation 5. The games that are downloaded, you'll see it right there. If these are not downloaded, you'll see the little circle that's on your hard drive. You see the little circle. I don't have Pathless downloaded on my hard drive, but you'll see the little circle there. If you see the little icon, you see the circle. Those are the stuff that's installed on your hard drive. And obviously, if you see the little arrow that's down, those you have to pretty much, you know, download, like the PS4. But very simple. For some strange reason, they have PS3 here. I think this is for like PS Now. But here's all my PS Now stuff. See that? And you see the little icon right there. You see the little PlayStation PS Now icon to the right, the top right of the game tab. And yeah, so that's why they have that there. It's for PS Now. But you know, a lot of people, they were confused as far as what? Why are they showing that? Also, you can go to source, right? So if you download the game from the PlayStation Store, it will show all those stuff download from PlayStation Store. If you download that stuff from PS Plus, it will show all the stuff that's downloaded from PS Plus. And this is from PS4 to PS5. I don't think they go all the way to PS3. Let's see. I don't think they do, as it takes time to load up a little bit. Yeah, nah. See, it's not going all the way to PS. This is all the way from PS4, the beginning of PS4, which is a lot of games that you're scrolling through. And then you have your PS Now stuff. the PS Now, and then you have what's other? I don't know what's other. No results. All right. So we just unclick all of that there. I just wanted those two there. So yeah, you can sort stuff from that. That's just from the Euro collection. That's just from the main first tab. Then you have the install stuff. So this is what's going to be shown on your PS5. What's installed on your PS5. And as you can see, extended storage. What's installed on your extended storage, right? Your external SSD or HDD, right? So as I told you guys, I only have 13 stuff installed here. You know, there's a lot of games that's still gonna be, you know, playing on PS5 before I put anything. But what's really cool about the PlayStation 5 is that you still will reap the benefits of the power of the PlayStation 5, even if you have the game on an external. Playing Ghost of Tsushima on my external through PS5, I still get the benefits of 60 frames per second. And I can show you that real quick before. And then you have your PS Plus, PlayStation Plus collection, pretty much the best deal in gaming. If you guys bought a PlayStation 5 and you have PlayStation Plus, you get all these games right there. The generation defining PS4 games right there in your fingertips just to play. Majority of these games are already played and beat, but for those people that's joining PlayStation New, or some people that missed, you know, a lot of games on PlayStation 4, this is just one. This is pretty much the best deal in gaming currently right now. It's the PlayStation Plus with the PlayStation Plus collection on PlayStation 5. So yeah, that's PlayStation Plus. Is going to show all the stuff that you can get from PlayStation Plus. Also, you have your PS Now. So PS Now, you don't really need to really go into the app of PlayStation Now. They pretty much have PlayStation Now in their collection right here, all the stuff that you want to play, which is just a convenient way to play the stuff that you already have initiated within PS Now. And yeah, so that's game library. Media, I don't have nothing really downloaded for media, but this is the media section here. Pretty much just shows your media apps, which I appreciate that they have it separate. You know, I really appreciate that they put this separate, because you don't want that clutter of media within the whole place. You're gaming, right? You just want that thing ready to go, you know, for your game consumption, right? So and this is the search. You can pretty much search for whatever in the PlayStation 5, similar to like the PlayStation the new app that we downloaded. You can search whatever. You can search all games, media, players. You can just search whatever you want to search for, and it will just pop up easily right there on the PlayStation 5. And let's get to settings. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta show profile before we get to settings. So this is the profile. You can access profile many ways through the control center when you press the PlayStation button. But also you have it up here where you can change your online status. The fact that they have busy is cool. You can appear offline as well. You have your profile, which I'm digging the new profile. Like I said, I like the horizontal vertical thing. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. So here it shows your trophies. It has accolades in here, which it's kind of like Overwatch. You know, you playing a multiplayer game, somebody could give you like an accolade. You know, for whatever you did, like, hey, good stuff, good sport, you know what I mean? Which is cool. I guess, you know, it builds a good online community as far as, you know, getting people engaged and like, oh, you know, this person was really cool, instead of the trolling hey, let me get that accolade, man. I was a good sport. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Your games that you have, I guess this is the installed games that you have as far as your external and on the PS5. If you click it here, you know, it gives you the time that you've been playing it. So I've been playing Marvel Spider-Man for 9 hours. Astrobot played it for 4 hours. Godfall got 2 hours in here. Ghost of Tsushima 200. Call of Duty, I haven't really played it so much. Just played like 2 multiplayer matches. You got Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, you know, Dragon Quest. This is the demo here. Jump Force, Black Ops, Grand Blue, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's really cool implementation that they have your total hours played, played days, how long you've been playing the game. It also, you can get into your pretty much your trophies from here as well. You know what I mean? So you show everything here, which is just dope. Pretty dope. You know what I mean? So I like it a lot. Back to overview. So you have your friends here. You still have your bio, which is cool, and you still have your cover page. So you can also go into your games with show that, friends, and your shared. Your shared is pretty much everything that you put up on, like, you know, social media. It will come up here. So anything you put up in social media, it will come up in here and show what you have here. It will pull it from social media and show it on in here. I think if you sent like a friend a message, or if you sent like a bulk message or something, it might show up here. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So this, they're pulling all of this from social media and putting it on the PS5. And then you can get into online status once again from here, and then you can get into edit profile, where you can just change your name, your ID, you know, avatar, cover page, all that good stuff. And then you have the privacy settings that you can change here, where you're going into your settings and you can change what, you know, what you want people to see or what you don't want them to see. Also, which is cool, is that now on the PlayStation, well, just PlayStation in general, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, it shows pretty much what device the person is on. So the person's on the PlayStation 4, it would show the PlayStation 4 icon. PlayStation 5 would show the PlayStation 5 icon, which is a really nice little touch. But let's get into the settings, people. Let's get into the settings as far as what will help you guys out when it comes to some of these issues with the PlayStation 5 that people are going through. Like I said earlier in the video, a lot of these issues that people are having is mostly self-afflicted. I'm not saying that people aren't having issues like with the Blu-ray drive and all that stuff, you know, consoles shutting off and not turning on no more. I'm not saying nobody's going through no major issues, but majority of the issues that I see people are going through, a lot of people have been messaging me on Twitter and you know, Facebook. People have been messaging me on you know, PlayStation, letting me know as far as, yo, I'm going through this issue, man. What should I do? And I message the person, tell them what they got to do. And it's like, yo, that worked. You know, where people's going through issues where their devices are not charging while it's in rest mode. All of that stuff is in the settings for the PlayStation 5. I remember when I first got my PlayStation 5, the first thing I did, it took me like a good hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I was just going through every setting, just making sure I fine-tune everything to my liking when it comes to the console. You know, a lot of people, they just skipped through some of the setup process when they got their PlayStation. I know everybody wanted to get to the game real quick and download the games, but a lot of important information was there, especially when it comes to power settings, power saving settings, where they gave you like 3 different like presets, but those presets enable certain things and it disables certain things. You can go in and customize how you want your power saving settings to be. But I'm going to show you guys, you know, each individual setting and show you what I have set. I kind of set some stuff, you know, differently, just so for this video, and I will change it to let you guys, you know like, oh, this is what I'm going to change it to. This is what my actual setting is. But I changed a lot of things just to show you guys that, you know, it can be changed and stuff. All right, so here we go. So we get into accessibility here, where you can invert your colors, color correction, all that good stuff here. Reduce motion, you can do all that stuff. Which the reduce motion, no, don't do that, because you see the little transition. It's really cool. Also, you have screen reader. You enable her, and PlayStation will actually start reading off to you. But I turn that off because it's a little too much. Okay. You have controllers, so you can customize your buttons however you want them. I know a lot of people in Japan, PlayStation pretty much universally change like the enter or the OK button to X instead of circle, but you can change that back here through that here. Also, you can change the vibration intensity for the DualSense, the triggers as well. You can change that as well, and you can also change how you want to your PlayStation button to your functionality for that. So you can change the hold, the long or normal, depends on how people like that stuff. Closed captions, you guys want to have that there, and chat transcript, you can have that enabled as well for like when you're in a party chat. You can have all that stuff there ready. So those are the accessibilities. I'm not going to show you network, not going to show you user account and all that stuff. Family and parental controls, that's something that you also need to go into as well. A lot of people have been DMing me talking about, yo, why they have me locked out of my game, saying that I'm too young. You can change that stuff in your parental controls. Maybe you clicked on something, or maybe in your setup you set something up crazy, but you can change that there. System settings, let's get into system settings. So you have your system software, your data backup, error history, all that stuff you should look into as far as what is going on my PlayStation 5. Error history is a good one. You have your backup and restore, data transfer, reset options. You have all that stuff there. HDMI, I pretty much want to turn that off if you want to stream to like Elgato or something like that. But I have HDMI device link on, so anytime I press my PlayStation button, it will go right to the desired HDMI that I have for my PlayStation, and it will turn it on instantly. Language, date and time, remote play, enable that, guys. Remote play is cool on your phones, the Vita. You have that set up. Power saving. Okay, so this is very, very important here, guys. Okay, a lot of people have their power saving settings not properly set up. Like I said, when you first initialize the PlayStation and you get into those setup settings, they give you 3 different presets. Depending on what you pick, changes how your power settings is as far as when it comes to your power saving settings. So you can set your time as far as when you want your PlayStation go to rest mode. So during media playback, if you're just idling, you can set that there to whatever you want to do, and your PlayStation won't turn off while playing a game. So this is very important. Normally I have it here on 4 hours. A lot of people, you might have it very, very short, right? You might have it very, very short, especially if you have it where you want to save power instantly, with one of your settings. I think it was the final right one where, if you click on that one, you pretty much everything is going to shorten that far because you want to save as much power as possible. So depending on what you pick here is very, very important as far as when your console will go into rest mode. You can also have it where don't rest, just leave it on all day. But normally I have it like 4 or 5 hours when it comes to that, because sometimes you're downloading stuff, your console's idling, and then while you're downloading it will go to sleep. Give it enough time where it can download whatever you need to download, all the games, and boom, you should be set. But that's not all. Available features in rest mode. You also have this. So supply power to USB ports. To charge your controller, plug them in the USB ports. If you select 3 hours, power will be supported only for that long after entering rest mode. This is very, very, very key that a lot of you guys pay attention to these settings here. A lot of people saying, yo, Barry, man, my controllers aren't charging. Somebody had their Oculus hooked up to their PS5 and say it's not charging. This is why it's not charging. So you have to set it. You can always set it to 3 hours. You can always set it to always. You can set it to 3 hours, or you can just have it set to off. If you have it in the 2 power saving presets, not the one to the far left that you guys should be picking when you're setting up, it's gonna either have it off. I think it have it off, or I think it has it off on both of those presets. But you want to have it set to either 3 hours, where if you put your DualSense in and you set your console to sleep, it would charge the DualSense for up to 3 hours. If it takes longer to say your DualSense is just dead, you know what I mean? I don't know how long it takes for the DualSense to charge like that, but the battery is pretty hefty now in the DualSense. So if you turn your PlayStation back on and your DualSense is not charged all the way, that's because maybe you have it set to 3 hours. You know what I mean? That's just power saving settings. Currently, I have it set to 3 hours, but you can set it to always if you want to, where whatever you plug in is always going to charge. This is very, very important information where a lot of people is displaying these issues, but I'm telling you guys, it's all in the settings. Here's another one here. So connect to the internet while in rest mode. Your PS5 can download, update, file content, backup, and save data to the cloud storage. You want to have this on because if you don't have this on, you won't get your updates, you won't have your backup in the cloud and all that stuff. You want to have this on when it comes to the PlayStation 5. It goes back to the initial setup. A lot of people just went and skipped over to the initial setup because they want to get right into the games, and they haven't looked in the settings back again, and they're worrying why they have these issues, why my PlayStation is not doing this and not doing that, because you don't have the things enabled, guys. You don't have these settings enabled. So here's another one here. Enable turning on PS5 from the network. So this is like, you know, from the PlayStation app or remote play, you can turn it on, you know, from the network. So that's also a huge advantage with you know, having that there. Set time and turn off control. I have this off. You can set this however you want to have it, but I have it off here. How long you want your controls to stay on, you know, before it's not being used. So if it's idling, your control will turn off. I just have it on. The DualSense been pretty much fine for me when it comes to that. And then also you have your web browser. You can access a web browser here. It's not like a specific web browser app, but through the Explorer and other things, you can access the web browser as far as, you know, what PlayStation wants you to view and stuff. Storage, pretty much simple. That's my storage right now. You know, you have your extended, you have your console storage, you know the vibes. Sound, how you want your stuff to input. So your input device headset, you can change this right here to whatever you want to do. Microphone and a controller. However you want to do, adjust your mic level, you can do that. Microphone status while logged in on. Yeah, obviously some of these stuff you want on microphone status when starting to chat or broadcast. I have this to don't change, but you can put it to switch to mute if you want to, which is a cool feature. If you just want to say you're in a party chat, your microphone would just switch to mute real quick, and that's pretty cool. Or you just don't have it don't change. It's cool. Here's your output audio stuff, you know, pretty simple stuff here. And then you have your volume as far as your headphones and your controller speaker. Screen, you're going to see this right here, that my screen display is in 1080p, because once again I'm using my 1080p 60 Elgato, and my monitor, I'm not hooked up to my 4K TV, but you pretty much have all your stuff here with that. Game screen while inactive, that's pretty cool. That's to let you know, oh, I mean, you know what I mean, that's pretty cool. You can have that there. Accessories, you see all your stuff, your accessories, your controllers. You can also get into here as far as turning down the LED on the DualSense, your trigger intensity and your vibration intensity. You have that there as well. Media remote, keyboard, mouse, camera. You can set all that stuff right there in the accessories. Save data and game app settings. So this is another important one here, where you have your console storage, copy your save data to the cloud. You can do that. You can pretty much update. You can pretty much update your stuff. So you can download your PS5 saves from the cloud to storage, which is cool. Sync your data up. This is done automatically though. And here you can do the same thing from a PS4. The USB drive, I can pretty much take my games from the USB drive. If I want to transfer them over, I can transfer it to the PS5 right from here. Auto upload, you also want to have this auto upload enabled, where it's going to enable all your stuff to the cloud, you know, every time you play a game. So you want the auto upload on, so you have it up in the cloud, so you can pull your save whenever you want to pull your save. All right, game presets. So you can have your game presets available here. I think this should be in the accessibility area, not like the game app setting, but I get it because, you know, you also have an game app setting, but I think it should be in accessories. But here you can set your stuff, so if you know, are a person that always play on hard, you can set it to the hardest. You're one of those people that play on easy difficulty, you know, the game will recognize your preset and it will set it there. I just have it on default. You know, I'm old school. I can click that myself. You can set whatever mode you want, you know, the PlayStation 5 to recognize here, performance or resolution. You can have your first person view and your third person view change as well. If you're inverted, you can have that already in your preset, so you don't have to change that within your game settings if the game supports it. Automatic updates. This is very, very important now, guys. Okay, so you want to have auto download enabled. So your PlayStation 5 will regularly check for the latest updates and download update files when they're enabled. So this just makes a lot of things easy, where the PlayStation will just automatically recognize, oh, here's a game update. Let me go click on that. Let me go pull that and download a game in the background. What's also important, because a lot of people say, yo, my games wasn't installing while it was in rest mode. Because you don't have this enabled. Auto install in rest mode. If the game or app that will be updated is in use, it will close and allow the game update files to be installed. But this also will have your game to be installed while in rest mode. As you can see right here, you can let your PlayStation 5 automatically download or install the latest versions of your game and apps if you set your settings a certain way. So you see it right here in the actual settings. You have the spoiler thing here, and then you have your game status, where you can just check the game status. If the PlayStation is down, PlayStation Network is down, whatever. Notifications. You can set your notification however you want to set it. If you don't want to allow any pop-ups, just click it there. Show preview, display time. If you want to display time long, whatever, you set that there. When friends go online, friends that notify, you can fine tune it to which friends on your friends list will, you know, you get notified when they're on. Games and all that stuff. Notification is pretty cool. Some of the stuff I have hidden, you know, I have hidden like friend request stuff here. I have it during game. Well, normally I'll have this hidden stuff, but on the PlayStation 5 I let it rock for right now. But normally when I'm in a game, I don't really want to see any really pop-ups or anything other than the trophy or you know, like a game invite and stuff like that. Capture broadcast stuff here. You can set your shortcuts. However, just like the PS4, you can set it up like how the PS4 is. This is also cool right here as well. The length. You can do this just from pressing the share button, but you can just have this preset ready for when you press the share button. But you can manually do it when you press the share button. Screenshot format. You can change it to PNG or JPG. Video clip format. Include audio. Include party audio. You can also change most efficient is web. I think I changed it to MP. I forgot what I changed it to, but I can't do it right now because I think I'm hooked up to the Elgato. But yeah, broadcast quality. You can change that as well if you want to include your audio. But yeah, currently they only have 1080p 60 is the highest that you can, you know, stream from the PS5. But when you record gameplay manually from the share button, you can record 4K gameplay. And here's where you can turn off the save a screenshot when you get a trophy, and save a video when you get a trophy. You can turn it off here. This feature is cool, but it does add up when it comes to storage. But so yeah, those are the settings, guys. These are the things that I have enabled where I haven't had any issue when it comes to my console going in rest mode randomly, my games not being installed while it's in rest mode, my controllers not getting charged while it's in rest mode. I haven't had any of those issues with these settings that I have enabled on my PS5. One of the most important ones though is the power setting, settings. This is very, very important, where a lot of you guys have to go into these menus and check out what you have enabled and what you don't have, what you have disabled. All right. And I'm pretty sure majority of some of the small issues that people are having with the PlayStation 5 will be fixed if you set up your settings properly with a PS5. I'm not saying you have to have everything exactly like how it can do it. You can have it don't ever shut off, or always charging. You can have all those things there, you know, depending on, you know, how you are, or your housing, as far as when it comes to if you're paying your light bill, your electric bill, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But these settings are very, very important to maneuver. They're very important to just analyze, as far as just getting your PlayStation right. You can't just automatically just go right to a game and think, oh, my PlayStation went to sleep. Let me go on Twitter and this is the issue. What is going on? PlayStation is bugged. You got to fine tune your settings, guys. You got to fine tune your settings. Another thing I wanted to show was that, yeah, you can capture 4K media. Let me just go here. Real quick to video. And when you do capture 4K, you're going to see it actually. See right there? See, you said 4K. So this is a video I have where I was just showing off the 4K ray tracing. I didn't upload it yet, but I'm going to upload it on YouTube, which is kind of crazy. When you upload your videos to YouTube, your 4K videos, they upload in 4K, 60 frames per second, and HDR, which is really cool. So let me just show you the capture real quick with Astrobot. I'm going to show you guys the capture as far as what you can do with this console. All right, so here we go. We're in Astrobot. This is how you regularly will load up Astrobot, by the way. This is the regular way to do it. So if I'm doing something crazy here and I want this saved, right? Just press the share button or the create button, and you have many options here. So you have take a screenshot, where I can just take a screenshot, boom, right? To your left, you have save recent gameplay. So when you do the save recent gameplay, this will give you two options. Do you want to save the last 50 something seconds that you have? This goes up to an hour, by the way. The PlayStation is always capturing up to an hour, so it's going to ask you, do you want to save the full video, or you just want to save the the last 15 seconds or 30 seconds, right? So that's pretty much this. If you just want an instant clip, boom, you can get that. And if you want like a full video, you can do that. So I'm gonna show you something real quick here, where so I want to save that. I'm going to go to save recent clip, then I'm going to go to last 15 seconds, right? So here's the last 15 seconds off that recording. So I can just go to the left once again, click on this, and it will show the last 15 seconds that I just did, which is me punching this thing as a CPU, knocks me back, and that's the last 15 seconds. But hey, I don't want that still area when I was pressing the button and saving it. I wanna trim that out. I wanna edit that, right? You can do that. You can either just share it right away, or you can just edit it right here where you can set trim. So we're gonna make it load up. Oh, I can't do it while Astrobot is on. Oh, we're gonna still do it anyway. So I want to start from here, and then I want to end it. I want to end it here. Then I want to save. Then I want to replace the original. So now the video is actually going to be different now. So as you see the preview here, it's going to be shorter. It's only 11 seconds now. And boom, 11 seconds. So that's editing the capture that you just recently created. You can also add it to your favorite, or you can just delete it, which I'm going to delete that. And then this also works when it comes to your photos. So you press the create button again. The last thing I had was a photo, so I can go here. This is the photo that I recently captured, and if I just want to edit as well, I can crop it, right? So I can turn it over here and do a whole bunch of craziness, you know, rotate, crop. Just want to crop you here, right? Done. I can also set the cursor where I want it to be placed. Done. I can zoom in here. Let's zoom in. This is zoom in randomly, right? Then I can save it here. Replace the original, and that's my picture, right? Which is crazy. So that's my picture. I can also put a message on here. Astro. I'll put 2 R's. Astro. It's an Astrobotology. You can change the font. You know, strong, modern. You can also change the alignment. I want it centered, or I want it to the right, or yeah, let's put it on the right. You can change the color. I want it black, you know, blue, whatever. You can change like how big you want it, small you want it. You can change where you want to place it. Well, also change the size, and then save it there. Save from the original, and it's gonna save, and that's the pick. That's the pick. And you also can cycle through your recent stuff too. So if I want to cycle through Spider-Man, you know, you can do all the same things from there, and you can delete it. Get up out of there. So that is the create button as far as a screenshot and capturing recent gameplay. But if you want to capture that good 4K goodness, you're going to want to do start new recording. So this is manually recording. So this is where you get the 4K 60 frames HDR stuff. You click on that wherever you want to start. It's going to record up to like an hour. Yes, it's going to record up to an hour. That's dependent on your size of your system storage, but it will create all of that. And you can broadcast straight from here as well. So it will link it up to YouTube, and link it up to YouTube right here. So if I want to go Astrobot, boom, 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 privacy, all that stuff, you have that there. You know, broadcast options, play chat, play camera, display activities, position overlay. Include voice. I want to change this to 60 frames, and yeah, right from there. Very, very simple. And then you have your capture options that you can change here. PNG. You can change this as well. include your mic, all that stuff. Ease right from the create button. And yeah, that's pretty much the create button right there. It's fast, it's simple. It pretty much turned the share button. You still have some of the functionality that the share button did, but you just have more that you can do within that create area. And obviously with time it's going to get much better. So I'm not really worried about, you know, some of the options that they have right now. One thing I can say that I do miss when it comes to the PlayStation 5 compared to the PlayStation 4 is that there's times where, say I'm in Astrobot and I'm all the way in the settings, right? And I just want to get back into Astrobot, where, you know, remember the PS4, you can just double tap and you're right back into your game. Well, the PlayStation 5, you just have to press the PS button, where, you know, you get your control center from anywhere, and then you can just pick whatever game you want to load into and all that stuff. But that's how you pretty much got to do it when it comes to PlayStation 5. I kind of wish they add the whole double tapping the PlayStation button back again, but you know, we'll see with that. We'll definitely see. But yeah, that is pretty much a UI tour right there when it comes to the PlayStation 5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys, you know, will adjust some of your settings to help you guys out when it comes to your PlayStation 5 and any issues that you're having. Like I said, I'm not saying that this will fix majority of the issues, but some of those self-inflicting issues it would definitely fix. I know people going through certain stuff like, you know, Blu-ray drives not working, or, you know, the console that's completely shut off, and that's gonna be there when it comes to a new console launch. You know, it's in millions of people's hands. You know, everybody has different results when it comes to these, but hopefully everybody is good on, you know, your end, where it's not those crazy issues, but some of the issues can be resolved with just changing and fine-tuning your settings on your PlayStation 5. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. I got some games to play. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night and enjoying that beautiful PlayStation 5. Let me know if any of these settings helps you guys out. And if you guys don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, hopefully you get that really soon. But yeah, guys, I've been having a ball when it comes to the PlayStation 5. Really and truly, I only have been playing Astrobot, Spider-Man, and Godfall so far. I definitely tried out Ghost of Tsushima, and that 60 frames is definitely a game changer. Call of Duty, I played like 2 matches, but I can't wait to dive into this game right here. COD Sundays is definitely going to be coming back when it comes to Black Ops Cold War. I'm very excited. Haven't booted up DMC yet, or the Pathless, and I haven't even booted up you know, this bad boy yet. I haven't booted that up yet. But tomorrow I'll be booting that up and I'm pretty much off work until Thursday, so I'm good. So I have enough ample time to get some good playthrough when it comes to these games. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully you guys are just having a grandiose time when it comes to the PlayStation 5, and I'll catch you in the next video. Your boy Jay Bari, and I'm gone. Deuces.